third part of the Pitch Wars series, we're taking a break to talk about book babies. This metaphor is completely fresh in my mind, but I was calling my book baby before she was even a twinkle in my eye. And chances are a lot of authors out there, you consider your manuscript your baby too. This advice is good whether you're in Pitch Wars or just writing a book. One of the things you have to submit with Pitch Wars is your first chapter. I think the number one mistake most new authors make, and I did this too when I started out, is that when you first write a first draft, you think, well, I've done it. I wrote a book. That must mean it's time to query or enter Pitch Wars or whatever it is you want to do with your book. Ooh, nice burp. Winter is coming. And by winter, I mean probably spit up. But your first draft is just like a glimpse into the process of raising a book baby. I mean, if you think about it, drafting's just like pregnancy. It really sucks and it's painful and it takes freaking forever. But then boom, you have a beautiful book baby. But that doesn't mean it's time to send that thing off to college. Chances are it doesn't even know what it's doing in the real world. For example, think how tiny babies come out. I mean, this is still a baby, but look, first she was super skinny, and then she turned into a super plump chunker. And you know what? That's because I fed her a lot, and I still am, and she eats all the time. And don't deprive your book of the food it needs. And by food, let's just call that revision. Some days you're going to be covered in spit up. Oh, winter is coming. Sometimes your words are just basically like word vomit all over the page, and you're like, does this even make sense? You know what, that's okay, because in the early stages of your book's life, it's gonna not make sense. It's just getting those ideas down so you can refine and polish, and, I mean, better out than in, I always say. Other days, the thing's gonna stink a lot. You're gonna be like, man, all my words just are basic crap. Babies take a lot of work. When you feed them so they get big, when you take away all their poo so they don't smell all the time, eventually you have probably a high-functioning adult. At least that's the goal. Let's even set the bar a little bit lower. How about just a potty-trained toddler, you know, so that poo is a little more manageable? Because let's be honest, even when you're the author with a book deal, things are going to stink occasionally, and you might get slapped in the face by your book. So what should you be doing if you're getting ready to query or enter Pitch Wars? Really work on your draft. Resist the urge to send it out right away. I mean, I remember the first time I wrote a book, I was like, this is amazing, and I think I entered like 2 contests immediately, and then I queried 30 people at one time. My query did well. First rejection I ever got said, I really thought I'd like this more. Huh. And that was soul crushing, because here's the thing, I had a great idea. And you probably do too. Your book might be the best idea, most original, exciting story ever. If you don't take the time to make your words as shiny as your concept, it's not going to go anywhere. Yes, get through the pregnancy time of drafting, push that sucker out of you, and you know, that deserves a lot of congratulations. But remember, don't stop there. You got a whole book baby to raise, and they're quite the handful. So put in the amount of effort needed, and you'll probably go really far. And you know, as I say, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to raise a book baby too. So find other writers, find mentors, find editors, find anyone who will read your book just to give you an opinion. All those things will make your book baby shine, because let's be honest, we all need a little help around here. We can't do it on our own. I mean, with a real baby, I'm calling people all the time. I'm calling the pediatrician. I'm calling friends who have kids. I'm calling older people who've raised successful adults. I'm reading books. I'm doing everything I can to keep this thing alive. And that's what you should be doing for your book. Yes, you're the creator. You're doing, you know, you're the one with all the great ideas. This is your project and you are the owner of it. No one can take that from you. I guarantee if you go at it alone, not only will your book fall flat, but you will have a hard time working with other people once you get an agent, once you get an editor, and let's be honest, you should learn those skills of working with others and asking people advice now. And Pitch Wars is a great place to do that. Polish up those first chapters, y'all. I'm really excited to read. Work hard, and there's no shame in taking a while to give your book the attention it deserves. There's more to come in the Pitch Wars series and just in general on writing, so be sure to watch. And thank you for putting up with my cute co-star. She wouldn't let me make the video without her in my lap. I think she's more excited about Pitch Wars than I am. Aren't you? Submit all the books. Submit all the books. That's what we're trying to get them to do, Thea. Winter is coming.